Hi, welcome to our fifth and final video on values-based boundaries and alignment of relationships. We're going to start with 1 Corinthians 16:14. Do everything in love. Lord, thank you for this opportunity for another video. I pray that there is a clear message that flows through me and that it's received by open minds and open hearts. Amen. We have talked about relational intelligence in this series as the ability to discern if someone should be a part of your life and what way they should be a part of your life and to place them accordingly. We have talked about 4 relationship categories: friends, associates, assignments, and advisors. Today, I want to look at these 4 categories and the fact that a tone of friendship can exist in all of them. They can all feel friendly. There can be a tone of friendship that's there without everybody getting access to what the small group in your friends category gets. And so part of how we do this is we can be authentic with everyone, but transparent with only a few. We are going to look at the difference between authenticity and transparency today and how that shows up in our relationships so that we can discern them and set appropriate boundaries. Being authentic means showing up as your genuine self and letting go of the need to perform or people please. You're not trying to fit in when you're authentic. You're you, and deciding if you want to belong in the spaces and in the relationships with certain people and situations. It requires self-awareness, knowing who you are, the ability to share your needs, and the courage to set firm boundaries and stick to them. Transparency, on the other hand, is the act of vulnerability, giving the other person the opportunity to see you as you truly are. Thoughts, fears, motivations, your inner world without a filter. You can be authentic, genuinely you, and still have a filter around what you're going to share with people. When you're transparent, you don't feel like you need that filter because that person has shown you that you can trust them. It goes beyond basic honesty and it builds emotional intimacy and gives access to your resources, not just material resources, those inner resources, your thoughts, your energy, your time, your emotions, all of those things that make you you. When you're transparent, the other person has access to. So when we're authentic, it's being truthful and honest in all situations. It's like testing how you're received and seeing if it's safe and you want to give that person more. This is where you're testing the give and take, where you get to see, is this just me showing up and being honest? Am I just getting something from this other person and there may be an advisor? Or do I find myself giving advice but not sharing parts of myself that maybe this is an assignment because they're learning from me? Or is it an associate that I just need to have more time to see if they fit into more of a friend category? And so this authenticity can be in relationships the whole duration of it, or as you are defining if someone moves into a friend category. But we're authentic with everyone and transparent with a few. That's where we're proactively sharing details and giving of yourself and your resources. These relationships have built trust, security, and safety. If we are transparent with people who have not shown that they can be fully trusted, that we are secure and know when we give them access to all of us, that they're going to care for it well, manage it well. If we're not safe, if we don't know that they're going to be a safe place to share our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, our time, our material objects, that they're going to take advantage of us in ways. Giving transparency to people that have not shown trust, security, and safety is going to set you and them up for hurt and failure. So we're authentic with everyone and transparent with only a few. We've talked about the relationship pitfalls. And so maybe as we look at it through this lens of authenticity and transparency, seeing how these pitfalls happen, when we assume that we can be transparent with people and it hasn't been proven that they can be trusted there. So assumptions, culture, just because people belong to the same culture or cultural norms tell us that somebody is safe to be transparent with. Family patterns, just because they're family doesn't mean that transparency is a good idea. Because we have access or similar locations, we work together, we go to church together, our demographics are similar. All of these things create a natural connection. That's where the tone of friendship might exist. But that doesn't mean that they have proven that we can be transparent and give them full access to all parts of ourselves. And so these pitfalls are the areas that we need to be aware of, that authenticity is safe, transparency needs to be discerned. And so as you reflect on this, think, are there relationships in my life that need realigned? What relationships in my life need better boundaries? Do I have relationships that can be healthier if I realign them or set boundaries? Do I have boundaries that are not working? If so, why? Is it because they're rigid, porous, or lack consequences? Those are the three reasons that boundaries usually don't work. They're too firm, there's no flexibility. They're too porous, no clear guidelines around them, or there's no consequence that we're acting to consistently set the boundary. So I would encourage you to take a screenshot of this, write these questions down, but discuss them with your coach as you reflect on your relationships. It's also important to remember that setting boundaries is a continuous process. And as we look at it, it takes time to learn how to set and maintain them effectively. And as always, consistency is most important. So as you think about authenticity, always be you. Show up genuinely as yourself, but that doesn't mean that you have to say and give access to all parts of yourself in all situations. Be wise about that. Be transparent only with a few. Great job.